Hello and welcome again to my Tarot Corner. Before I start, please take a few moments to read my full disclaimer in the description box. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. Please do your own research and decide for yourselves. So this reading is around Catherine and Princess Anne. We all saw them going out on a conjoined. What was it? Wait a minute. Okay, some kind of engagement that I just can't find right now. But they went together. It seemed like they are really going on along together very well, and many people talked about how beautiful both of them looked. Catherine, as always, looks amazing, and Princess Anne herself is very, very elegant. And people did speak about how much they want to see them, both of them, join forces again and do joint engagement together. So I'm going to look into that relationship and see whether they will go on doing things together, and what can we see for the future for that relationship. Okay, so this is the Pictorial Key Tarot, another Rider-Waite clone. It has a majestic air to it, so that's why I decided to use this one, because it gives this royal air into the reading. So, but it is a real Rider-Waite clone, only with pictorial pictures. Okay, so let's start with clearing the deck. And now let's start with asking. So Princess Anne and Duchess Catherine, what is their relationship? Will they go on? Sorry, a few cards fell. So will they go on doing joint engagements? Princess Anne and Duchess Catherine's relationship. Okay, so the first card is a card that describes the relationship itself. And the card that I'm getting is the Six of Cups. What a beautiful card, because this is a card of second chances. This is a card of nostalgia. This is a card of giving and taking, and this is a card of really having tender feelings one towards another. This is a card of getting out of the comfort zone. So even though it might have been difficult for them in the beginning, both of them went out of their comfort zone in order to do those engagements together. So it's about rectifying errors of the past. It's about childhood and children. It's about getting back to the person from the past. It's about giving chances. It's about really giving a second chance. So this is how their relationship. So maybe if there was some kind of difficulty in the beginning, they are now getting along really good. They are giving both each other second chances. They are meaning to go on. The nostalgia, the children, everything is working towards a better relationship between the both of them. So the second card is the Catherine card. How does Catherine feel? And she does feel a little bit restrained. So this is about blockages and about being emotionally blocked. So in a way, there was some kind of an emotional block, some kind of shackles, but this card shows us that this woman here, she might have her eyes blinded, and she might be tied up here, but these ties are not so hard to come down, and the blinds are not so hard to come down. So if Catherine is acting rightly, if she's acting out of cold consideration, she's not thinking about past things that happened, maybe things that were said about her in the past. If she's acting logically, she can get rid of that emotional blockage. And I can understand Catherine, because Catherine in the past was called lazy. She was called as if she was not working as hard as she could have, and people did not look at the fact that she had 3 children, she had very difficult pregnancies. So this could have caused some kind of emotional blockage for Catherine. But if she's able to act logically and act out of cold consideration and not out of emotions and be rational, then she can move forward and not get to the part of the 9 of Swords, which is the 9 of Swords, which is a justified worry. So this card only shows us how difficult it was for Catherine to get out of this blockage and start doing engagements with other people from the royal family, and Princess Anne included. So how does Princess Anne feel towards Catherine? And what we get is the 4 of Pentacles. And the 4 of Pentacles, that's a card of someone who feels a little bit threatened, and because of that he's adhering to what he has. So Princess Anne, in a way, was feeling threatened by Catherine. She did feel that Catherine is some kind of threat to Princess Anne's role in the royal family. Princess Anne is the hardest royal in the whole of the firm, and she was always very celebrated about that. There was talk about Catherine getting some kind of engagements, that military engagements like the Royal Navy, that finally went to Princess Anne and not Catherine. So Princess Anne did feel a little bit threatened by Catherine. But if she is checking the threats and reading the map rightly and not conducting out of feeling threatened, she will not get to the 5 of Pentacles, which is a destruction card. So we can see that with both of them, it wasn't easy. With Catherine, it was emotional blockages, and with Princess Anne, it was in a way feeling threatened. So it wasn't easy for them. So that's why we got this card as the main card of their relationship, which is a card of both of them giving the other one second chances. So there have been some kind of turmoil in the past, but they are now on the path of giving one another second chances and starting to do things together and starting to join forces, which is just beautiful in my opinion. And I can really understand why we got these cards for each of them. So what is Catherine's situation right now? And she is in the 7 of Cups energy right now, and the 7 of Cups is the card of choices. It's the cards of dreams. So it's a dream that can and needs to turn into reality. So Catherine right now is leaving her comfort zone, because this is what this card is all about. The 6 of Cups is about leaving comfort zone, and the 7 of Cups is about leaving the comfort zone and starting to do things that she's not used to in order to fulfill her dreams. This is about not missing opportunities, and Catherine understands that very well. She knows that in order to fulfill her dream, to become the queen consort in the future, to make the royal family stronger, she has to get out of her comfort zone. She has to give Princess Anne a second chance, and then she can make that dream reality. So what is Princess Anne's situation right now? And Princess Anne is in a place of the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man, it's a card of changing perspective. So Princess Anne right now is changing the way she sees Catherine. She's changing her perspective. She's changing her point of view. She's looking at things differently. She sees Catherine in another light. So she is being smart. She's not always thinking about, I need to be just. She's being smart, and she's true to her internal truth. And this is a card of someone who changes his point of view in order to see things differently. And this is exactly what Princess Anne is going through right now. And this is a major arcana, which only shows us how difficult it was for her, because she is a bit stiff, and she is used to the way the monarchy was handled for years while her mother was the queen. And but she is changing her perspective. She's changing her point of view. She understands that change has to come. So this is a highly spiritual card that shows us what a deep change Princess Anne is going through. Okay, so what can we see about Catherine's past? And about Catherine's past, we see the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, that's a card of a wish come true. And this is a card of happiness, of abundance. So Catherine is actually very, very happy. And even before the idea came up of joining forces with Princess Anne, she was very, very happy with her family, with her husband. So for her, it's a wish come true. She is really has a wonderful marriage. She's really happy. So this is Princess Catherine past, not a lot to talk about that. Princess Anne past is the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands speaks about focusing on the most important things and leaving the trivial things in the past. So this is a part of the change that Princess Anne is going through. She is now focusing on the most important things, and the most important things are to keep the monarchy, to keep the royal family together. She understands that she needs to take down all of these trivial things that are in the way, in order to get to what she wants, to get the monarchy stable. She understands that she needs to focus on the most important things, and this is where she's coming from, and this is the reason she has started that change of perspective, change of point of view. Okay, so this is her past. So what can we see for the future, and will they go on joining forces? And it's not so good, because we see the Tower, and the Tower speaks about, it is a warning card. The Tower speaks about foundations. So Princess Anne and Catherine need to work on the foundations of their relationship. If they want, they will not be able to go on joining forces. The Tower is actually a warning card. It doesn't mean that everything will crumble and fall. It only crumbles and fall if the foundations are not strengthened. So both Anne and both Catherine need to understand that they need to strengthen the foundations of their relationship. And once they do that, and once they change everything that they need to, when they start giving second chances, then they can strengthen their foundations. So this is what this card means. The card is a warning card, and it just tells us that the foundations right now are not so strong. They need to strengthen the foundations in order to go on and get over everything that was in the past, all of their shackles and emotional blockages, the feeling of being threatened. They need to get over that. They need to focus on the most important things, to get out of the comfort zone and give second chances. And the Six of Cups is also a second chances card. And once they do that, they can get over this energy of the Tower that is looming over the relationship. But it doesn't mean that the relationship will crumble and fall. It only means that they need to work on it. Okay, so not a very easy spread for them, but this is how the cards are coming out. So I cannot change the things that are coming out. I am not doing I'm not doing the readings in advance just to know what I'm going to get. So to end, I'm going to take cards from the Goddess Love Oracle, and one for Catherine, one for Princess Anne, and to give them some kind of advice or some kind of good vibrations from the Goddess Love Oracle. Okay, so clear the deck. Princess Anne and Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, relationship, Anne and Catherine. Okay, so the first card will be for Princess Anne. And what I'm getting is shelter. You are cherished. Okay, so this is a card that just tells Anne that she doesn't need to feel threatened. She has a shelter. She is cherished. She is. People are valuing her. People do understand how important she is to the royal family. And this card only tells her not to feel threatened, not to act out of the energy of feeling threatened. And for Duchess Catherine, we get reflection, healing, transformation. So this card just tells Catherine that she needs to reflect on the Ten of Cups, on her happiness, on the things that are helping her to go through this healing transformation and to be able to heal the relationship with Princess Anne that could have been not so easy in the beginning, but they are taking steps one towards another. So this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.